Hey everybody, what's up? How's it going? Thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. Welcome. This is Sean. I do sneakers, I do travel, and everything in between. If you're someone who follows sneaker pages, and it is highly likely that you do, you probably already know that the Nike Air Flight 89s are set for a re-release late this year, 2019. I've actually already done a couple of videos about this sneaker in the past. Now, no need to go back, no need to go look for those videos, no need to watch them. In this episode, my goal is to give you something fresher, something more recent, because we're kind of preparing for the release of this sneaker, right? I wanted to share with you some stuff that I think you need to know about the sneaker before you buy it. Or even if you're not buying it, I think it's still some good information to have. So here we go. I think you'll agree with me in saying that there's some kind of hype around this sneaker. People are awaiting its release. And it's largely because of the internet. Open your feed and you're gonna see sneaker magazine pages featuring this sneaker. Get on your Instagram and, you know, some of the people that you follow are bringing out their old Nike Air Flight 89s. YouTube, case in point, me, I'm doing it. Yeah, so there's hype around it. Now, whether it will sell or not remains to be seen. The last time this was released was 2015, and nobody paid attention. In fact, these weren't released in Manila, to the best of my knowledge. I picked this up in Hong Kong, and they were sitting. But you know, a lot has changed from 2015 to today, right? More and more kids are understanding and appreciating the history behind sneakers. They're appreciating the stories behind the retros, and this is a sneaker with a lot of history. It looks awfully familiar. It does look like the Air Jordan 4, and they released on the same year, right? Same tooling, same midsole, same outsole, almost identical back panels here. Yeah, they're the same sneaker. They just carry different brand names. So, yep, famous players wore this sneaker too. You have Pippen, Reggie Miller, Chris Mullin. So if you're a guy who appreciates history, if you're a kid who appreciates history, then this might interest you. The 89s carry varying reputations, good and bad. Let's start with the bad. People say that these are AJ4 knockoffs, right? For good reason. They say that for good reason because, as shown earlier, they have the same tooling and they have the same midsole and outsole. Of course, the Air Jordan 4 went on to become the more popular model, right? So, yep, it has that reputation. It's the it's the brother that mom and dad was ashamed of, so to speak. There you go. And these shoes are heavy. People hated these. People hated to play in these. And for some strange reason, the Air Jordan 4s are so much better to play in than these ones. These are hard. These are heavy. But the nubuck finish of the Jordan 4s and the tongue with that net material somehow made it lighter and softer and more flexible, I guess, versus these. These are hard, and these have been with me for many years already. Take a look at the toe box. You'll see some creasing here, but they're not as creased as they should be because they're that hard. I've never really played in them. I only use this casually for walking, and I don't really wear them a lot. But just the same, they're an old pair. The 89s are quite heavy. They're relatively heavier than your usual sneaker of today. And that's expected of retro sneakers because of the leather tooling, right? Go true to size. If you're planning to pick up a pair, get it in your size. This is actually a half size smaller than my actual size. They didn't have it in size 10 in Hong Kong, but it works. Half down or half up works for me typically. But I don't have a lot of toe space, and that's one reason I couldn't play in them. If you know me, if you've been hanging with me, you probably know that I love to play in retros just to get a kick out of it. But I couldn't play in these. I just don't have that toe space, right? Impact protection, you don't get a lot of impact protection. It's an old sneaker. It's retro tooling, right? It's a polyurethane midsole on a super hard Nike Air sole, right? So you see that Air sole window over there. There you go. That's hard as a rock. Let's get to the good stuff about this sneaker. What I love about the 89 is the design. Sleek design. It looks like a race car, looks like a jet. Right, I don't know what I'm saying, but it looks sleek, right? It looks fast. It's clunky. It's a mid-top. Air Flight. Well, when these released in 1989, of course it wasn't called the Air Flight 89. When it first retro, they put the 89 to the name, but this was the Nike Air Flight when it released at the same time as the Air Jordan 4. Another good thing about the Air Flight 89 is the exclusivity. I can't think of a better word, but I'll just use exclusivity, at least here in Manila. You won't see these on feet that often, you know. And when I wear these, I get reactions from my fellow old heads, my fellow older generation sneakerheads, because as I said, to the best of my knowledge, these weren't released in 2015. The 2015 retro did not drop here in Manila, so you'd get these overseas or online, right? Now the situation in 2019 might change quickly. This will be a general release. I don't know if they're dropping it here in Manila, but I think it will drop in Manila. The situation might change. You know, we might get a saturation. These might even hit the outlets. We don't know. Hitting the outlets is a good thing and it's a bad thing. You know what I mean? I'm kind of rooting for these to sell out. I'm kind of hoping for these to sell out when they drop because I'm a fan of the brand. I'm a fan of the silhouette. I love the 89s. I appreciate the history. But at the same time, I don't want them to sell out because this means a lot of people will have them and I will walk outside and find 3, 4, 5 people wearing the same sneakers as me, right? But if they don't sell out, they're gonna hit the outlets, they're gonna take 30% off, which means it will be available for cheap to more people, right? And now I'm the owner of a sneaker that hit the outlets. Okay, so the rumored release date is October 1st, 2019. But don't take my word for it. Just stay tuned to your sneaker pages, to your usual blogs and vlogs that you follow. A release date, a final, real release date will be announced soon. And as far as we know, there are 3 colorways to be released initially. This is one of them, the black and royal blue colorway, right? This one right here. The white and red will also be released, and also there's a beige and gum 89 to be released initially. And one of the best things about this retro is that they won't cost you $200. I believe they're only gonna sell for 120 USD. Do you have a pair of Nike Air Flight 89s? I'm interested to know why and how you bought them, right? It's an old pair, not everyone appreciates them, not everyone understands the history behind them, and I want to know your thoughts. Why did you buy them, right? What was your motivation? What was the mindset behind the purchase? All right, let me know in the comment section. Let's have a conversation, all right? We have giveaways, 2 giveaways. I'm giving away a brand new New Balance X Racer in partnership with Fresh. The mechanics are at the description, check it out. Another giveaway, we have an Adidas Night Jogger in partnership with Manuel from Lifestyle and Sneakers. Again, the mechanics are at the description. Good luck. And that's all the time we have for this episode. Hope you enjoyed it. Remember, your value as a person is not measured by what's on your feet. Be kind. That's more important than sneakers. I'll see you next time.